Here we are. We are live. All right, so I've got my comments hopefully pulled up to the side. Welcome to the first ever Jess Kaplan live stream. Yeah, I can see myself and it's like definitely delayed. So welcome to the first ever Jess Kaplan live stream. I have been waiting to reach my 1K milestone because I don't really have a computer that I can stream from. I don't use a camera. If you didn't know, I only do all of my stuff on my iPhone. So I don't even know what iPhone I had before, maybe the 6. And then I finally upgraded to the iPhone 11, which was like such a game changer. But I've always done all my editing on my phone, like all my shooting, like all my thumbnails, literally everything I do on my iPhone. So I've been waiting to hit 1,000 subscribers so I could finally live stream. So I'm so excited to finally be able to live stream and see you. Hey, Aaron. So Aaron's in the house. We've got Victor. We've got Wasif. So definitely say hi if you're here because I can't really see who's on. Yes, joining for movie night with the kids. Welcome, welcome. So glad you're here. I do have some questions that people asked from the Q&A that I posted. We've got Fitzgerald Brown. What's up? Wish I could watch. Okay, well, thank you for stopping in anyway. I really appreciate that. Kevin's in the house. What's up, Kev? Highway to Healthy. Yes, so Highway to Healthy. I thought we were subscribed to one another. Just found out we weren't, but now we're buddies, so I'm so happy to have you here. Yeah, so I was just saying how I've been waiting and waiting to do this, and I'm so excited. And the funny thing is when I hit my 1,000 subscribers, I thought like that day I would be able to live stream. Like I was just pressing the button just for fun and I couldn't. And then like all week long, I'm like, why is nothing happening? But I guess it takes you a week. So if you are a small YouTuber and you're waiting to hit your 1,000 subscribers, it's gonna take about a week to be able to get your community tab, to get your streaming capability from mobile. So just be aware, like if you're a new YouTuber out there and you're waiting for that milestone, now you know, and now I know. So here we are, all here together. What's up, Melina? Welcome. So this is a Q&A. I feel like I don't share a lot about myself in my videos. I don't know, you tell me. But I thought this would be a really cool opportunity to just like get to know me a little bit better, for me to share things that you're curious about. So I definitely have some questions. Do you need a certain number of watch hours? No, you don't. For the streaming, you don't need a number of watch hours. It's just 1,000 subscribers plus. But I guess they just like wait a little bit just in case like it dips back down again. I don't know. So it was a 1 week period that I had to wait. So yeah, I figured this would be super fun. So feel free to ask questions in the chat with one another, like whoever's here, just talk to each other and have fun. But I did print off some questions from some questions I already got. And if you're watching this back, I'm gonna link the channels of everybody that I have questions already from. I did make a Google Doc of it that I tried to paste in here when I went live, and it wouldn't let me update the description. So when I go back, once this is posted, if you're watching it back, you're gonna see these channels that I'm mentioning linked in the description. So if you asked me in advance, you get a special shout out. So yay. So it seemed like the questions were centered around like 2 main topics. One was YouTube questions, and then one was kind of like fitness questions. So if you're watching this and you happen to be new to my channel, I mean, probably you have watched me before, but if this is your first time, I'm Jess. I love all things fitness, healthy lifestyle, and activewear. If you like those things too, definitely subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. If you're watching right now, I would love if you would like this stream right now. Just, you know, the likes are really helpful to get it out in the algorithm. So if you don't mind liking it, Jen's here, move with Jen. If you don't mind just liking it, if you're here, I've got 9 likes and 10 people, so that is amazing. Thank you all so much. But if you are new, those are the things that I love. Just like healthy lifestyle, I love working out. I'm obsessed with activewear, like it's kind of a problem, but not a problem. I'm happy about that. So those are the things that I always talk about. Kendra's here. Welcome, Kendra. Yeah, talk in the chat, like have some fun. It's Friday night. So I'm gonna start with the YouTube related questions first. And if you have a YouTube related question as I'm talking, please let me know. So Joshua Jalal had a question. Why did you start recording yourself on YouTube? So I think I've mentioned before, but my channel originally started as recipes. It was called Jessipes. And basically, like almost like a year and a half ago, it was springtime. And I was trying to like be healthier, and probably like the biggest difficulty that I've always had is nutrition. And so I finally was like, you know what, I'm gonna meal prep. And so I would meal prep, and yeah, Jessipes, exactly. It was really silly. So I would meal prep and I would like take pictures and put them on Facebook. And my friends and family would say like, wow, that's so inspiring, or like, oh, what's the recipe for that? So it just kind of started with me like randomly posting. Genius, I know. It was funny. So it just started with me posting recipes on Facebook to like people I already knew. And then after doing that, I decided to try to like record them. So it was just literally like pictures, and maybe I would link it. And then I decided to record them. So I would make a little video, or like a couple times I think I did a Facebook Live, and I was super nervous. Like this was way out of my comfort zone because I used to never like to post on anything. I didn't really use Instagram, and I always felt like I wasn't gonna post unless like I had something to say. But for some reason, like people really gravitated towards this. Yeah, nutrition really is like the hardest part of healthy lifestyle for a lot of people, for sure. So I just felt like people gravitated towards this, and like everybody was like kind of on the same journey of like trying to figure out how to eat healthier. So I really felt like I was helping people by doing that. I know, Jessipes was a fun name. But I just like, I don't really do recipes that much anymore, so it didn't really fit anymore. So it just like happened naturally. And then after a while, I was just like, you know, if my friends and family are liking this so much, maybe I could try it on YouTube. And that was like a really big step for me, because I have never had any of my accounts like public. I've never like shown myself to the world. So that was like really, really nerve-wracking for me. And actually, like when I started it, I had a couple coworkers who like kind of like laughed at me and said like a joke about Jessipes one day, and like I was like, so what? Like I was just like, I don't really care. Like I don't even care your opinion, because this is what I want to do. And I really wanted to like help people with the recipes. Like it seemed like it was helpful. So that was my whole mission. The whole like start of everything was just like to take something that I was struggling with and to try my best to like put it out there. And all my recipes were like super simple, like crock pot meals, or like, I don't know, just like typical meal prep. Nothing like super fancy. I'm a really bad cook. So why do I, Fit Potato wants to know why I do mountain climbers so much. I just do the workouts that my gym prescribes. And so that's in the warm-ups a lot. Yeah, if anyone's gonna judge me, that's stupid. I know, Jen. I didn't listen, obviously, because I'm still here. Yeah, so the whole point was really just to help people, because I figured if I was struggling, then probably so many people are. And like, I've always loved YouTube. I've been watching YouTube videos for like pretty much since YouTube started. Like I remember the first people I subscribed to, and like I remember they're like, subscribe, and I'm like thinking that it costs money. No, subscribing doesn't cost money. So subscribe right now, because it's free. It's free. You get all this content for free. Yeah, so I don't know. So it started with recipes. This is a very long-winded answer, but it started with recipes, and then eventually I started to try like some of the clothing hauls, because I'm like obsessed with activewear. Like it's my favorite thing. And so I started doing that. And those are the videos that like people actually liked. Like the recipes would get like a couple views. And then I feel like the activewear is like what people actually wanted to watch. But it was a very slow start. So that was a very long answer for Josham's how did I start recording myself. That's how I started. Just with my iPhone, whatever it was, an iPhone 6 maybe? I can't even remember. And now here I am a year later. Yeah, it was about a year. My first video went up October 1st. And you can go back and watch. I actually, Amit actually recommended I do like reacting to my first video ever, and I kind of want to do that because like it's so cringy, but it's also like cool because that's when I first put myself out there and like took that risk. So Augie Silver Fitness, he can't be here tonight because he's across the pond in the UK and it's 1 in there. So Augie, if you're watching this tomorrow, hello. He asks, what do you like and loathe about YouTube the most? Aaron's saying, if people only knew how much work goes into YouTube, they wouldn't give us any problems. Yeah, I know. They have no idea, but that's fine. I don't really care what other people think at this point. Like, and I kind of never did, luckily. Like, I really believed in what I was doing, and I was always doing it for the right reasons. Yeah, Augie's the best. We love Augie. So, so what do I like about YouTube? So a really surprising thing was the community aspect. Like, I never thought I'd be sitting here doing a live stream with all of you and all of you chatting, and like when any of you do live streams and I show up and we're talking in the chat and everything, like that was something I never knew that was like going to be a part of this journey. And oh, thank you so much, Erin. So that was like probably my favorite thing about YouTube is like connecting with all these people, and it's like people from all over the world, which just blows my mind. Like it's so cool, and especially in a time like now to have all these connections, like I never ever would have expected that. So that is definitely like number one thing that I like the most about doing YouTube, for sure. So all of you, that's my answer. And what do I loathe the most? I'm just not that great at like editing and thumbnails. Like I don't loathe it, but I just don't think I'm that good at it. Yes, community is everything, Jen. You're so right. So yeah, things I don't like. I don't love editing and I don't love thumbnails, but when I have a good video, or like to me a good video, then it feels really cool. So like the very first Colorado video I did of Gem Lake, our Gem Lake hike, Frances is here. Oh my God, Frances is the cutest. She made the cutest Instagram posts earlier, so thank you, Frances. So when I made my Gem Lake hike from Colorado video, I literally felt like I was watching a movie. Like I've never had different videos from my vacations before, although when I was a kid, like my dad would record them. So I guess back in the day, like with the big camcorder, now that I think about it. So it's like a throwback. So thank you, Frances. You're so sweet. So watching that back, like that was really gratifying, even though it was like a pain in the butt to edit. I really enjoyed watching that. And like now that I have that as a memory, it's super cool. So I'm not like a big vlogger, but when I do a vlog and when I watch it back, I really enjoy that because it's like cool to see that part of my life. And then thumbnails, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't think I'm good at them, but so that's my answer to Augie's question. MH Sanid asks, who is my favorite YouTuber? So I don't watch a lot of big YouTubers anymore because I want to support the community, and I just genuinely like love all you guys and I have so much fun watching all your videos. So probably the only bigger YouTuber that I watch that I've mentioned like 47 million times, and you're probably sick of me saying her name, Ashley Gata. I love her. And it's fine. So she's like my favorite of like a bigger YouTuber, but I really just love, I don't want to name any names of the small YouTubers that I love because I don't want to leave anyone out, and there's just so many of us because we are the YouTube class of 2020. By the way, I am wearing my sweatshirt. So when I when I have this up later, I'm definitely going to link the merch in the bio. So if you want a YouTube class of 2020 sweatshirt, because you're part of the class, you're all part of the class, then go on to that link. This is the coziest, comfiest sweatshirt, and I'm not just saying that. Everybody's awesome, but like everyone chatting right now, you're all so fantastic, and I just love it. I love our community. It's seriously like the best part of YouTube. So let's see. He also asked, and MH Sanid does not have a YouTube channel. So thank you for asking these questions. How can you always keep your mind positive? So keeping positivity, I've really worked on. I feel like for me, it's almost like a muscle that I actually used to like I don't want to say like be negative, but I don't know. I was always considered myself pessimistic because I didn't want to like get my hopes up. Like I was always afraid to like get my hopes up, and then finally I decided that it's better to be positive. And so I've really worked on it for a long time, and I think in the past year is like when it's finally paying off, and I really feel like it's really working. Like I really can see the silver lining in life, and like when something bad's happening, I can ask myself like, is there a bigger lesson here, or was there something that I needed to know? So yeah, that's trying to stay positive has just like taken a long time to really work on. Okay. Hold on one moment. All right. Hey, Risa. Okay. So Pure Health and Fitness asks, what advice would you give to a new YouTuber just starting out? So I think this is an awesome question because a lot of people are trying to grow their channels. So to someone just starting out, I would definitely say try to pick an uploading schedule that's going to work for you. So like something that you can be consistent with, and you can, hold on one second. Okay, so something that you can be consistent with, something where you know, like, for example, are you gonna do like one video a week, and what day do you want it to come out on? And even like what time do you want it to come out on? Because the YouTube algorithm is really tricky, and it really wants you to put things out consistently. So when I first started, I don't remember, I think I started doing the Saturday at 9 a.m. and then I added the Wednesday at 5 p.m. So those are like my official times. But now I've been doing 4 a week. So I also do lately like Monday at 5 and Friday at 5. I was finding that Fridays, my traffic really dipped, and I don't know why that was. So I found that putting a video out on a Friday was really helpful just to kind of keep things moving. So that would definitely be a tip, would be figure out like what kind of a schedule is going to work for you and then stick to that. Yeah, consistency is key. I know Aaron, I thought we had a pep talk. I feel like that was like 2 weeks ago. Like better done than perfect, right? Yeah, consistency is everything. Yeah, because if you do have subscribers, like early on it is kind of hard to get like real legit subscribers. But if you do have subscribers, they want to know when your videos are going to come out. And so you should try to put them out as you can. And also like, then they know when it's coming. So if it's every Saturday, then they know that every Saturday it's going to come out. Another thing I would definitely recommend is engaging with other YouTubers. So like I was talking about community, I think that's when my channel really started to blossom, because I didn't really know that that was like a thing. I didn't know like to go and watch other people's video like, I know that kind of sounds silly now in retrospect, but it wasn't until I started to do that and like really connect with people that my channel also started to grow. So we have some fun friends in our chat today. So sorry I'm a little distracted, but that's all right. You know, everybody's here just to have a good time. Okay. So yeah, so that would be like my number 2 tip if you're trying to grow your channel and like get some real subscribers, would be to engage with other YouTubers. And I'm not at all saying, yes, remove them. I'm not at all saying to sub for sub, because that is not what you want to do. That's just going to hurt you because you're not actually getting any watch hours out of that. It's like people watching for like less than 2 minutes and clicking out, and that's not good for you at all. So if you're new, you definitely want to make sure that you are engaging with other small YouTubers, and definitely connect with them. So that would be my advice. All right. So social anxiety. I think that's tricky right now, because I could see how under the circumstance, it's definitely like a different situation. I've never had social anxiety myself, so I can't really speak from personal experience. I probably would, if you have any connection where you could find a counselor, I think that would be the best route, so they could give you some like real help. And there are like online counselors that you could seek. So that would probably be my best advice, because I don't really know from my own experience. Hey Liz, how are you? Welcome. Okay, so here we have a question from Robbie Garns. All right, so now we have like more of the fitnessy questions. I'm wondering what your background in fitness is. Are you a personal trainer, exercise physiology major, or just an avid fitness lady? You seem to have a great deal of knowledge about the subject. That's why I'm asking. So I just really enjoy working out. I have a video from a long time ago now. It feels like a long time. Yeah, Robbie. So I have a video, it's called Jess's Journey, where I like really go in depth about all of my struggles throughout the years, like trying to find a balanced, healthy lifestyle. So I have never been like a trainer or had any like real training in exercise or anything, but I've just always loved it. And I really like, when I was a kid, not a kid, but like in high school, I really wanted a gym membership, but my mom wouldn't get me one. And I didn't feel like I like had the money to afford it back then. I probably had a job. It was like $8 an hour or something. So I always wanted a gym membership. So it wasn't really till college when I had a free gym so I could finally go. And I just absolutely loved it. Like I loved working out. It made me feel so healthy. Even just like walking to class every day, and like I feel like I was so much more active. So when everyone was like gaining the freshman 15, I was like the opposite. Thank you, Liz. Thank you so much. Like in college, I lost weight because I was like more active. I didn't really party a lot. So like I didn't have that going on. Our dining hall was amazing. There was so much like fresh, healthy food. So I feel like that's when I started to really embrace like a healthy lifestyle. And I was just trying to figure out like what worked for me. Sam's here. Hey, Sam. How are you? Yeah, so it all started in college when I finally like had the tools. So I would get like Self magazine or Shape magazine and look up workouts and like try to use Ryan Chang in the house. So I would try to use like the little cutout cards from those kind of things. Like there wasn't YouTube videos of workouts, I don't think. Like that was like, we're talking a long time ago here. So I would just like try to do workouts from magazines, and or like I know there was a trainer at my so my gym, like at school they opened like a nicer one, and when they opened the nicer one they actually gave some training sessions. So I think I did have a trainer for a brief period of time, but I would just like kind of learn as I went along. And then after college, like I got my own membership at a gym and like went to classes. So it's just kind of been like over time. I've always really loved working out, and I did CrossFit for a little while, and that's when I started weightlifting. And I really loved CrossFit, but I didn't love like the big heavy weights, using like the barbells and stuff. I loved it for a while because I felt like super cool doing that. And then after a while, I just like wasn't that into it anymore. And that is when, yes, party in the chat, definitely do it, do it. That's what you're all here for. And then I found Burn Bootcamp, and I've been loving that. It's been amazing. Definitely, I know a lot of people had a tough time, like when gyms shut down in March, and a lot of gyms have stayed closed. Some of them have opened up, but not all. But I've been a member at Burn Bootcamp for a couple years, like 2.5 years, I think. And they were amazing. Like as soon as they had to shut down, they were streaming the workouts. They would do either like a Facebook Live that you could watch back anytime during the day, or they also did Zoom workouts. So if you wanted to have the trainer, and they actually like literally correct your form, or like not yell at you, but kind of yell at you to like tell you to work harder. So I felt like they didn't miss a beat. They even had like the corporate. So Burn Bootcamp is a chain. It's nationwide. So if you're interested, it's mostly female, but I think they do have certain classes that men can go. So they were also streaming workouts from like the headquarters every day at 9 a.m. So like when it first started, sometimes I would do my gyms, and sometimes I would do the ones that were coming from the headquarters. And yeah, it's amazing that they would still give you cues like they still do now. Some people, they are currently open, but some members don't feel comfortable going in person for their own reason. And so they're still doing the Zooms, and it's just been awesome. They've been so amazing. They also sell their like protein powder, and they like set up where you could email them, and then you could go pick it up at a certain time. Like, and then they had these really cute notes on it, like, you know, you got this, or like keep moving, or different things like that. So it's been a really awesome community, and that's like another community. I feel like between like my YouTube community and my Burn Bootcamp community, it's been super, super awesome to have like this support system, because when everything's been super crazy, just to like have all these people to lean on, and like really cool things to focus on, I feel like that's been really, really good for my mental health. So if you ever watch, every Saturday I put out my Burn Bootcamp. It's a compilation from IGTV, and those are all vertical, and that's because it started as soon as quarantine started. I was like super freaked out because I was in the groove. Like I'd been working out all this time. I felt amazing. Everything was great. And then all of a sudden, like I had to figure out how to work from home. And I was like, oh my gosh, am I going to lose all my progress? Am I just going to like end up stopping working out? Like what's going to happen? So I actually decided to start every day just like posting a clip of my workout. And that was like for me, just to like hold myself accountable. So I actually have a friend who goes to Burn, and she was like saying that that was really helping her too, because it was like kind of giving her the kick in the butt to go as well. Yeah, so Aaron, if you don't know, FitLab does, he's a personal trainer. So if you're someone interested in looking into that, contact FitLab, he'll hook you up. Yeah, so having Burn Bootcamp has been super, super amazing, and I'm just so happy. And yeah, so I have been going in person for the last like couple of months. I don't know how much longer they'll get to stay open. I mean, I'm hoping a while, but it's hard to say where this is all gonna go. And if they have to close, that's totally fine. I know that they have our back, and they're gonna keep streaming home. And yeah, I'm just like really loving their workouts. So someone asked earlier why I do so many mountain climbers. It's because they make me. I do the workout they tell me to do. It works, and I like it. So yeah. Okay. So, oh, let's do Erin's question. Perfect. All right. So, I kind of already answered this. My question is, what got you started on your fitness journey? Yeah. So I kind of already answered that. And also like as a kid, I feel like I was always like kind of chubby. Like I just like ate a lot of junk food without really knowing that I shouldn't. So I feel like, I don't know, I wish I knew more about nutrition as a kid. But once I got really into it, it was really good. Okay, so I did kind of already answer that. He wants to know my personal fitness goals, long term and short, and what I'm planning to do to reach them. I don't really have any specific goals. I want to get a little bit stronger because I lost some of my strength from quarantine, but I need to find a way to get bigger dumbbells. I need to get 20-pound dumbbells that aren't terribly, terribly expensive. So I've been on the lookout and maybe that'll happen. But mainly just like sticking with it, like just like maintaining a program, because for a really long time I was like adjustable weights. I don't know. I know yours looks super cool, but I don't want to spend that kind of money either, Kevin. For a long time, I was like one of those, I would like go hard for a while and then fall off the wagon. And I just never want to do that again. I just have worked too hard to get where I'm at, and I'm in such a good place that I don't ever want to go back to that like up and down and up and down, and I just like can't do that to myself. So that's pretty much like, it's not really like a lofty goal of anything specific, but it's just like to keep it up, you know? Periodized training, resistance bands. Yeah, I do have some resistance bands. I actually used to have ones with handles, and I actually cleaned them out the summer, like not this past summer, but the summer before. And now I'm like regretting it because I wish I had them. But that's okay. Yeah. So I just like want to keep up the good work. That's like literally my goal, is just like not stop, you know? So thank you for the question. Thank you everybody who asked questions so far. And thank you everybody who's here. Oh, Sam's a grandma. I know, Sam, I go to bed between 8 and 9. So I'm a grandma too. Curls with frozen water. That's super cool. Yeah, so maybe when it gets cold out, I can just use like big chunks of ice. Not a bad idea. Okay, running for my best life. This is another YouTube question. 3 a.m. bedtime crew, never, ever, ever. Aw, thanks, Erin. Okay, what has been the most challenging part of your YouTube journey up to this point? I think the first like 100 subscribers were really, really difficult because I just didn't really know what I was doing. Like I thought if I just put the video up, people would find it. And that's just like not really how it works. I didn't really know, like I started to hear the term SEO, but nobody ever explained it. So I like didn't know how to use good tags or keywords. I didn't know about TubeBuddy yet. I just didn't know a lot, and I probably should have started watching. Like I started watching Catherine Manning, and that's when I started to figure out some stuff. So I wish that I had looked more for videos like to help me, because I didn't even know I needed help. I didn't even know that I was like not doing it right. I just thought you just put the video up. Like, what's the big deal? If you haven't liked the stream yet, give it a like. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Thank you. So yeah, that was the hardest part of the journey, was like the beginning when I was like, nothing's happening. It was like, I don't know. And now I feel silly because now that I understand it better, and probably I'll look back on this period of time and it'll be like the same thing where I'm like, oh my God, remember when I only had 1,000 subscribers, and like, you know, so hindsight is 2020. And then running for my best life also asked, what would you have done different at the start? I probably would have researched. That's a good question. I would have researched more before or like as I was getting going, and then I think that would have helped me to grow better. But I didn't. So now I know. All right. So Dave Adam asked, does spiritual wellness create fitness, or does fitness lead you more to calm and mindfulness? I think does spiritual mindness. I mean, I do meditate every morning. And then usually I do work out in the morning. I don't know that they're like exactly like one leading to the other, but I think both of them help my mental state of mind a lot, for sure. They both help me to be more calm and have like more positive energy throughout the day. If I tried working out in the afternoon, my work schedule changed a little bit, that I have to be there earlier, and then the gym, they have to limit how many people can go, obviously, and it was always full. So I tried doing 4 p.m. workouts, and I did it for like a week, and I was miserable. So I love working out first thing in the morning. I do 5:15 a.m. and nothing's better. I love just like getting up. I don't like thinking about it all day long. Like if I don't get it done in the morning, then all day long I'll be like, am I gonna go? Am I gonna go? And like, obviously I'm gonna go, so why am I debating it? So I just love to like first thing in the morning, get up and go. So I usually wake up at like 4:30, meditate, go to the gym for 5:15, and then I need to be out of the house by 6:45. So that's my typical morning. So I've always wanted to do like a morning routine video, but that early, I just can't see myself actually filming that because that would be insane. Let's see. Lose Weight Sarah asks, if you could do one type of workout for the rest of your life, what would it be and why? So that's tricky because, I mean, if I just went with like what is like the most fun, I love doing Zumba because I love Latin music. So I really enjoy it. And the lady that does the classes that I do, she's like crazy. She's super intense. So I don't know. I don't know if I would want to commit to that because I don't know. Yeah, Sarah's amazing. We love you, Sarah. I don't know if I would want to commit to that because I don't know if it's like that effective. I feel like once I started doing weightlifting is when I saw the biggest changes in my body, like, and what I wanted. So could I like do Zumba with weights somehow? I think that exists. So maybe Zumba with weights. That's my answer. Let's see, hold on. Kevin Exconde asks, what are your goals for the channel for 2021? I haven't really thought that far ahead. My goal for 2020 is to get monetized by the end of the year. So that would be like my 2020 goal, and that's been my 2020 goal all along, and I'm getting really close, so that's really exciting. So thank you all so much. Like, if it weren't for all of you, there's like no way I would be anywhere near that. So seriously, like, thank you all so much, because like watching the little bars on my tracker, like when it hit green and I was actually at 1,000, like I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it because I remember when it was like this little tiny nub at the bottom, and I just felt like it was so far away, and it just literally was like so exciting. Like I definitely cried a little. I was in my backyard and I saw my 999th subscriber come through. Like I got a notification, and then, you know, like some people show their people they subscribe to, so you see. And then I refreshed 5 minutes later and it was at 1K. And I literally was like, oh my God, like this really just happened. Oh, it was such an amazing moment. So that was incredible. So now like that bar is green and I'm like, ha. And then my hours are getting close, like every day, getting closer and closer and closer. And I remember when that was like just this tiny little thing. So yeah. So cool. So thank you all so much. So that's like 2020, 2021, like I almost can't even imagine. Like I printed out some other questions just in case, and one of them was, how different was your life 1 year ago? And I'm like, oh my God. Like, I mean, obviously right now things are pretty darn crazy, but just me, my own life. Like I had just started my YouTube channel and it was doing nothing. And just everything was so different. Like I just feel like my whole entire life is so different now. And it's just the coolest, wildest ride. So Kevin, I don't know what 2021 is going to bring. Like I'm just open and excited for whatever happens, you know? I almost can't even set a goal, you know, because I just have no idea. So yes, Erin, we should definitely collab. That would be so fun. Grab a Quest bar. Oh, if you have a Quest bar, put it in the oven and cook it. Make Quest bar cookies out of it. It's really good that way. Yeah. I feel like there was another question from Francis. Let me go back up again. If you could do anything for a day, what would it be? It would be to just rest all day and feel no guilt whatsoever. Like, just like laze around and not feel like by doing that, I'm not doing something else that I should be doing, if that makes sense. Because like, it's been a lot to balance these days. Like I have a full-time job. Yes, a bed day. Exactly. I have a full-time job and then I have YouTube and then I've been doing Poshmark, where I'm trying to sell like my older activewear and like a bunch of clothes that I no longer wear or no longer fit. So I've been doing that. I'm doing Savvy. I'm a Savvy ambassador. They're a brand new activewear company. I have lots of videos about that. So I've been doing that. And then I used to not really do much on Instagram. So I'm trying to like actually do more than just my IGTV. So yeah, it's tough. Like on the weekends, I just feel like there's like the never ending list. Yeah, Savvy is fire. Savvy. Oh, I was nervous I wouldn't have enough to do. So I have some stuff for an impromptu unbagging if necessary. Yeah, so on the weekend, and then like obviously like chores and stuff, like, you know, I feel like all week long my house becomes a mess and then I have to like take care of that and then film. And oh my God, the sun going down so early is really a problem because I feel like I can only film on the weekend now. I don't film obviously during work hours, and then I get home and it's like 3 o'clock and the sun's already going down. So yeah, that's been a struggle. I need some good lights so that I can actually film at night. Jen asked, how is Poshmark going? So Poshmark's pretty good, actually. I think I was like doing really well, but I think some of my stuff is just priced too high because like I want to get as much money out of it as I can. And people will send you offers. So I think it's like a little bit higher, and then I'm hoping they'll offer a little bit lower. But Edward Lee, California is here. Hi. So yeah, Poshmark was going well. The thing about Poshmark that I also didn't know is you have to share your stuff constantly so that it gets seen, or that it won't show in the search if you don't do that. So basically, like at least once a day, you want to go in and share all your listings. And I have like 90 listings now. So that's like just another thing. But I mean, it's kind of worth it. I probably could just bring the prices down and sell more. How do you balance YouTube and full-time job? I don't know. How do I? I am very much like leave work at work. Like, so I don't know if everybody even knows this. So my job, I'm a teacher, I'm a Spanish teacher, and a lot of teachers tend to work outside of work time, like bringing papers home to grade or whatever, planning at home. And I used to do that, but I mean, I've been teaching a really long time, and so I've kind of put things in place that I can, most of the time, I can get my work done when I'm at work. Sometimes if something's time sensitive, I will bring stuff home, but that's like a rare occasion when I really, really need to. So my whole philosophy is to just leave work at work. So when my day is done there, close everything down and just leave it. So that helps a lot. Because, like, depending on what you do for work, I teach high school. So, actually, juniors and seniors in high school. So some people, like, will bring work stuff home or work around the clock. Like, I don't know, like Vince Lou, who is, like, I don't even know. Like, I don't know how that guy balances work and YouTube. Like, seriously, he's a maniac. So that's, like, not my style. I try not to overwork myself. I try really, really hard to just like stay in a positive mindset and like stay balanced as much as I can. But, you know, it does get stressful, and I just find that I'm always like doing my info box like right before a video's meant to go live, which is silly, or I'm like fixing the thumbnail at the last second. Like, I need to maybe like get my videos uploaded and prepped one in advance. So like if I'm uploading on Wednesday, thanks Jen. If I'm uploading Wednesday, then on Monday I should be like putting that video up and getting it ready, but I'm not. I'm always doing it like right before. So I need to stop doing that. Yeah, Kevin, exactly. It's so frustrating. So I'm actually, announcement, I'm doing Vlogmas, and I forget who I was talking to, and I was like, Sarah's here. Oh, it was when Sarah was talking about, Lose Weight Sarah was talking about Vlogmas, and I was like, I'll never do that. I'm not doing a video a day, but I decided I'm doing it. Why not? Why not? I already put out 4 videos a week. What's 3 more? So for that, I am gonna like pre-film some stuff. I don't know if Vlogmas, you're really supposed to vlog every single day. I'm not a vlog channel, so like, I don't think that makes sense for me to vlog every day. So I am pre-filming some stuff. I'm planning it out and getting it all figured out. And you know what? If I fall off the wagon and I don't do it every day, who cares? Like, so what? So that's what I'm thinking, is that I'm definitely going to try. I think it'd be really, really fun. I think I'm going to like learn a lot through doing it. Aylin's here. Welcome. I think I'm going to learn a lot through doing it. And yeah, it's going to be hard, but I don't know. I think it's possible. And Highway to Healthy is doing it too. The only problem is it'll be hard to keep up with all of you. So that's like my biggest concern, is like helping support all the people that have supported me. Like, I don't want to just like ghost on all of you. But realistically, if I'm like putting up videos and responding to comments, like it's getting hard. Like at this point, it's hard to keep up with everything and everyone. And like, I love all of you so much. I love watching your videos so much. So I'm hoping that that doesn't really suffer. But I think if I plan it pretty well, I think I'll be okay. And yeah, so I was talking to Kevin earlier, and he was saying he's just gonna wing it every day. And aw, thanks, Francis. He said he's just going to wing it every single day. And I'm like, you're crazy. But I mean, props to him. I think that's amazing. We are going to try to do a collaboration where I'm going to pick out a restaurant for Feast Friday near where he lives, and he's going to pick one out where I live. So I'm hoping that that works out. I think it'll be really fun. So we'll see, maybe in a Friday in December for Vlogmas. Maybe you'll see a little collab from the 2 of us. I think that'll be cool. Yeah, it'll be really cool. So that's happening. Oh my God. Another huge, gigantic announcement is that I finally, after like 6 months of talking about it, I finally ordered a MacBook. So it's not going to be here for like a month, but I did it. Like, I literally did it. So I heard this quote a couple days before, and it was like, don't just talk about it, be about it. And like, I don't know why, like, I'm not much of a quote person. Like, it has to be a really good quote to get to me. And I heard that quote, and like literally I'd been talking for like 6 months about getting a computer, and just, I don't know, that day, I was just like, be about it. Like, if you want to take YouTube to the next level, like, you just got to do it. Yeah, exactly. So I'm so excited. It's coming in like a month, so you won't see any fruits of that anytime soon. It won't be part of Vlogmas, which is actually probably a good thing, because I think that would be really hard to like be learning a brand new thing. Yeah, it is definitely going to be a game changer. I'm so excited. I really just feel like, you know, like I deserve it. I never treat myself. I never like splurge. And this is something that's just gonna really help me a lot. And it's gonna help for work too. It's been really stressful when I do work from home to not feel like I have a dependable computer. Like I'm like streaming home to kids, and like sometimes I get kicked off of a Google Meet. And so I'm just really hoping that having the MacBook will also help with that. So it made sense. It totally made sense. So yeah, thank you everybody. I'm really, really excited. So hopefully in the new year, yeah, iMovie will be really cool. Hopefully in the new year, you'll get to see some of that. So yeah, but it will not, I mean, probably in Vlogmas, you'll probably see the unboxing of it, which I thought would be really fun. So yeah, and I kind of wanted to beat the holiday rush. If there's already a 1 month wait, I mean, I don't really know. So yeah, any other questions? I do have some questions here. What was my job was the first question. One of the questions was, are you an early or late person? So I'm like always early, I would say, although I'm kind of like a recovering perfectionist where I'm trying to like not put so much pressure on myself and kind of like chill more. And so my motto is like, you'll get there when you're meant to get there. So I used to like, say I was like driving to the gym, but I knew I was like running a tiny bit late, I would like grip the steering wheel and be all freaked out and like, oh, the whole way. But like, what's the point of doing that? Like, you could literally just sit in your car and listen to music or listen to a podcast and enjoy yourself, and you'll still get there in the same amount of time. So that's like another mindset thing that I've really worked on, is like not freaking out about being late, because either you're going to be late or you're not, and you can't really like, once it's happening, you can't really like help that, you know? So you can either freak out the whole way, or you can just enjoy the ride. Another question. Oh, vanilla or chocolate? I would say vanilla. For like ice cream or cake. I love chocolate. Like I love like a chocolate bar, but when it comes to like, if it's like ice cream, I would definitely go with vanilla for sure. What else? What other questions do we have? Yeah, definitely going to be a game changer. Oh no, Aaron's computer was about to blow up. Yeah. Ooh, Lululemon or Athleta? That's a good question. Ooh, I don't know. I used to really love Athleta. Like I have a ton of their leggings, but I think Lululemon is more well-rounded. Like I kind of like all their stuff. Like I love their tops, I love their sports bras, I love their leggings. But I don't love that they never have sales. Whereas Athleta, I do have a Gap card, and so you can get like 20% off for members sometimes. So I kind of, Lululemon, like, I don't like how they're kind of like snobby in that way. I mean, you can get stuff in the like, we made too much, but that's annoying. And then I feel like they never have my size. So I don't know. That's a really good question. Oh, wait, I feel like somebody asked this and I don't see the question. Oh, Josham asked, a professional goal or a YouTube goal. So actually, one of my biggest goals is to become a Fabletics partner. So I love Fabletics so much. I actually just went there today, so expect a video soon. I love Fabletics so much, and my absolute dream is to actually be like sent stuff in advance so that I can do try-on videos and put them out for when people check out the new collection. So like the December collection's about to come out, I would love if they would have sent it to me and I would try it all on and critique it and tell you what to buy. So that's like one of my dreams. So yeah, that is like a goal that if that happens, I don't even know. I don't even know what I'll do. I will be over the moon. Oh, thanks. Thank you so much, Sarah. Yeah, I actually, the store near me, they are awesome. They are so cool. So when I go, they actually like prepare the dressing room for me and like pick stuff out in my size and have it ready. And it's like they have different dressing rooms, but they get me like the big one. So yeah, so I'm getting there. Like I'm on my way, I swear. Francis says, what's my biggest strength and weakness? That's a really tough question to answer on the spot. I am very, I would say like, I can see both sides of things easily. Like, so I would say like I'm very compassionate. Like I'm very understanding of people and like where they're coming from. So even like if I were having a disagreement with someone, yes, exactly. If I were having a disagreement with someone, I might be like mad in the moment, but I would definitely be able to reflect after the fact and like see where they were coming from. I can easily like put myself in someone else's shoes. So I think that's like a big strength when you are working with other people. And I'm also like usually like the first one to want to apologize or like squash if there is a problem. I'd rather just like talk to the person and just like be done with it. So I would say that's a strength. And a weakness, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I have a ton. I don't like math and science, but I'm pretty good at mental math. I'm very, I don't have good spatial awareness, so I'm kind of clumsy. Like, I'll like bump into a doorway and like not, like, it didn't jump out at me, so I don't even know. Or I used to, when I worked at J. Crew, I used to like accidentally walk into the fixtures sometimes, and I would just get these like horrible bruises. So that's a weakness. Spatial awareness. So funny. Movie night is over and the monsters are asleep. Oh gosh. When's it going up, Erin? When is your video gonna go live? Let us know so we can be ready. Oh, what city would you most like to live in? So this is related. So being a Spanish teacher, I studied abroad in Madrid. And so if I could live anywhere in the world, or even like had to not live here where I live in Boston, I would definitely live in Madrid. I love it there so much. It feels like home to me. I've been back a bunch of times and it's just like my favorite city. It's so cool. The culture is so amazing and I love speaking Spanish. I really like wish I could be immersed in it all the time. It's so fun. So yeah, if I could live in a different city, or if like if I had to move for some reason and like, I don't know, get out of America, that's where I would go, because I would totally feel at home there. What's my bucket list? So if I could go anywhere in the world, maybe I would like backpack in South America, because we backpacked in Ecuador and that was like absolutely incredible. So if it was safe to travel and all that good stuff, like if that was all totally fine, then that would be something I would really, really love to do, because there's so many cool countries that I have yet to see. I've also always wanted to get to all 50 states. I've been to 37 and I haven't made any progress on that in a really long time. So that's another thing, is I want to see all the states. I have wanted to get to Iceland for a while. It looks really beautiful and just like magical, but I've heard it's expensive, so I don't know. But if this YouTube gig works out, and my family is my mom's side of the family is from the Azores in Portugal, and I would really love to go there. I would love to see like where my ancestors are all from. I think that would be super cool. So those are some places. I also would love to get back to Hawaii. That's where we had our wedding. So we've been dying to get back there. We got married on Kauai, and that's like definitely a huge dream, is to get back to Kauai and Hawaii. So yeah, so those, I would go anywhere though. I love travel. I love travel. I love cultures. Especially Spanish-speaking cultures. Like for me, I get really excited about that because I get to like use my skills. Oh, if I could meet a historical figure, who would it be and why? I don't really like history much, but I'm sure there's lots of cool people. Sarah, that's a tricky one on the spot. Who's like a really cool, strong, powerful woman? Because that's what I would pick. I have like a little bit of an inner feminist, so someone who like, you know, did some really awesome stuff. Yeah, Sarah brings the tough ones, exactly. I mean, current day, like someone who's alive, like maybe like Oprah or I'm trying to think. I don't know. Yeah, Michelle Obama maybe. I recently listened to her book on Audible, and she is so incredible. I've always loved the Obamas, but listening to her book, I feel like seeing everything that she overcame, like what it was like for her growing up and all the obstacles that she had to overcome, like she is seriously amazing. So yeah, so she would be one too that I would really just love. Like if we got to sit down and chat, I think she would be great. Yeah, it's an amazing book. It really is. And I had it for a while. It's long, so I had it on my Audible for a while. And then I finally was like, I just really want to listen. I think it was when her podcast came out. So she has a podcast. And I listened to the first episode of that. And I just loved hearing her speak. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I have her book. So I listened to her book. It was riveting. Like I couldn't stop listening. Every time I like got in the car, I would listen. Or even like a lot of times I don't tend to listen when I'm at home. But like I was so into it that I just couldn't even stop. Like it was so great. All right, so I think it's been an hour, so I think we should probably wind it down. So I really appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much. Make sure that you liked the stream. I see tons of likes, so that is super awesome. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming to support my very first live stream. I don't know if this will be a regular thing, but I really wanted to do it just because I could. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, Jen. Yeah, so thank you, Sarah. Sarah does a really awesome live on Sunday mornings, so we should definitely head over there on Sunday morning to chat with Sarah. Anyone else want to promote anything before we go? Now's your chance. If you have anything coming out that we need to know about. Yeah, I just love I like being part of the lives. Doing the live was harder than I thought. Ooh, Jen has a yoga live stream at 10. Oh yeah, and Adrian and Nico always do theirs, I think at 11. So check them out. So last chance, thank you. Yeah, there was a chunk where there were some people saying weird comments and I didn't know how to get rid of them. I was like trying on the side, but yeah. All right, so thank you everybody so much. I hope you have a super awesome night. I'm gonna try to click out. It's probably gonna be awkward. Oh, and then Victoria's Sequence does one at 12. So check everyone out. I'm gonna link people's channels from the questions in the description box, and I hope you have a great weekend. Thanks everybody. Have a great night, day, weekend. Stay positive. Bye.